Hey guys, it's Michelle, and welcome to A Day in the Life with me. Today is Vlogmas day... I think 5. If it is not, I will correct it up there. Just wanted to do... This is going to be the first story time in this Vlogmas. Just wanted to maybe talk a little bit about myself and my life up to now. So this will be part 1. My name is Michelle. I am the mother of a 21-year-old son and the sister. Let's go back before kids. So I was born on March 16th, 1975 to Jeanette and Philip. My parents were, I don't ever remember them being together. They've always been divorced as far as I knew. And I have an older biological brother. His name is Cameron, and he is 3 years and 3 months older than I am. He was born December 21st, 1971. Excuse me. And, I was born 3 years and 3 months later. So my parents were, like I said, separated from as long as I can remember. I only remember living in one place for the first 15 years of my life. I was told that I lived in another location, but I don't remember that location at all. So my brother, my mother, and I all lived in a townhouse in Flint, Michigan. Like I said, from the time I can remember until I was a freshman in high school. And we lived in this townhouse, and it was in a predominantly black neighborhood. So I never knew... obviously I knew that I would burn and my friends wouldn't burn. But I never really saw them differently. So, race was never... And I know a lot of people say that race is never something that you notice or whatever. I'm sure every white person has said that in their lifetime. But for me, it was, my brother, my mother, and I were the minority in that area. But when I was born with a heart defect that kept me in the hospital for quite a while. At the age of 5, I underwent an experimental surgery, which is called, at the time, in 1980, was experimental. Now it's widespread. But I had a coarctation of the aortic trunk. I will try to insert photos over here. I, for my entire life, have been, told I couldn't do something because of my heart, or don't do this because of my heart. And I understand I need to lose weight for my heart, but even if I were a perfect, height and weight, or perfect weight for my height, I would still have a heart problem. Weight didn't cause it. I was underweight when I was born. Being overweight does not help. It exacerbates it more, but still, if I were in perfect weight for my height, I would still have congenital heart disease, and would still be in and out of heart failure. So we're getting almost to 5 minutes, and I've not even gotten through anything, so I'm gonna quit. So at the age of 5, I had that surgery. Every year I would have to go back to Ann Arbor, where the University of Michigan Mott Children's Hospital is. If you're familiar with Michigan, Ann Arbor is not too far from Flint. It is really far from where I am now, but it wasn't too far from Flint. So I would have a yearly appointment. I would have to go down and have all these tests done and everything, and blah, 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 blah. We did that until, gosh, I want to say it was 9 or 10. Oh, no, maybe I was older than that. Maybe 11 or 12. We continually went down, and I had all these tests done, and, you know, everything. And then, you know, puberty hit, and I was then, you know, told that there that I could get my tests done at a cardiologist in Flint, I believe. I'm not sure, I just know that I didn't go anymore. So I stopped going, and, you know, we just lived life. When I was a freshman in high school, before that, I was in junior high, and on March 14th, 1989, I came home from school to find my maternal grandparents at my house, which was strange because they were never there before. You know, I've been a latchkey kid since I can remember, and the neighborhood that we lived in, the lady next door, everyone called Granny, and she watched over everybody. But I came home from school and can remember vividly I was working on a pillow for my home ec class. It was a telephone pillow when my mother and godmother came home. Stay tuned for part 2.